to the spot like Phil Collins sang it. Fresh new fade with the mustache banging. I know you want to know where the fuck I'm from.
Check it out real quick. Episode 25, got the homie Big Tone. Don't need no introduction. First of all, I want to ask where you get that jewelry from. Got to give your jewelry a shout out.
Middle of the mall, man. Middle of the mall.
Middle of the mall.
This little piece, I got Exotic Custom Jewelry, man. Shout out to my boy. They stamped it. They in the Concord Mall now. They actually got a whole location in the mall, but they were in Richmond at the time. And then the bus down Rollie from Highline. You know what I'm saying?
Right on. I thought I grew out of that jewelry stuff and I see your shit. I was like, man. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't buy no jewelry whatsoever right now, bro. That's the last thing on my priority list right now is any kind of jewelry. You know what I'm saying?
It looks nice, though.
I appreciate it, bro.
It looks really nice. All right. The real first question is, what's your strategy for making your albums? As I see you like to, I know you strategize with it and you spend some time with it.
Strategy on making the albums. Everyone's been a little different, bro, because I try to make it like a roller coaster of emotions. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So every album I've done is like a timestamp of what's going on in that period of my lifetime. So, you know, people be like, man, how come you don't drop shit like you did on your first album, man? Go back to that sound. I'm like, bro, I was a 20-year-old kid when I dropped that first project. You know what I'm saying? But it was a timestamp at that time. But each one I do, I try to just, you know, just kind of choreograph it around what's going on in my life. And then when I do record an album, I try to, like I said, do like a roller coaster of emotions. Like if I start the album hard on some mob, you know, I'm gonna kick it off like that. Then I want to smooth it up into some feel good, cause you know we all got different sides to us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You got that don't with me side. We got that family kickback side. We got that have a good time side. So I try to exude that every emotion on each project, not just straight and just the same boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like how do you get motivated? Like with the album, is it like does it take one clean song and then you're on, or is it like a struggle from the beginning, or you just get straight right to it?
You know what, bro? It just depends on what time you're talking about. When I started, bro, I was juiced. This is ready to go. Now it's a little bit more of a struggle because we got, you know, life. You know what I'm saying? We got a million things happening, so it's like it'll take me like. I'm like an old Cadillac, man. Sometimes it takes a long time to get started. You got to warm it up, man. But once you get warmed up, you roll. And I'm kind of in that, like my last project I did, it took me a while to get going. But once I caught momentum, I was just knocking it down. And I'm kind of doing that again, bro. Like trying to get back in music mode is kind of hard. But once I get back on, it's on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So if you could give some game to the young homies that's coming up in the rap game to start an album out, what would be your first advice?
Bro, you know this changed, bro, because we from that time where it was just strictly albums. Now it's like I don't know if these youngsters even tripping on albums, bro. Just doing singles. And I heard some I had my producer, shout out my boy Hudson, was at the lab and we were talking, and he just straight up said like people listen to music with their eyes now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we grew up, we would slap in the CD, slap it, vibe to it. Now people just want to see the video and really just do a soundtrack to the video. So my advice might be kind of old-fashioned, bro, but I feel like that's the key to longevity. You know what I'm saying? Is create good art of work, a good catalog, a good body of, you know, of music that could last forever. And I feel that's the way to have longevity, because you might have one song go up, people with it, people get popping on, you know, really just on some diss and ops and going in. People are just being nosy on the drama. So a lot of that could be short-lived. You know, it's cool for the moment, but next year is going to be someone else hot. You know what I'm saying? So my advice is like really focus on making good music. And if you do catch a wave from that hype, you know, show them that you're more than just that one-hit wonder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I heard that. The way I look at it from my perspective, looking from the outside, looking in on you, I see like you get real professional with your every song, like 1 through 10 or 1 through 12, however you do it, and then at the end, you take your time, and at the end you pick a song and you do a couple videos to it, and you promote it, and I don't know if, like, correct me if I'm wrong. To me, it seems like that's your little strategy, and it works.
Yeah,
because everybody's anticipating and waiting for it.
You know what I'll do? You just kind of reminded me. One thing I do, I'll start knocking songs down, but then I'm like, okay, I gotta drive it a certain way. I gotta steer it. Like I'm doing that with Wax right now. Me and Wax are working on an album, and I'm just like, bro, we got hella songs, but I'm like, I don't feel like it's an album yet because we're missing certain links, and I'll steer it a certain way. Like if it's getting too, I would say like depressing or too fun or too mob, like we're missing something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm aiming for like a like at the end I'm aiming for a certain sound. So I'll start reaching out to producers or I'll try to find inspiration. I need this kind of song. And normally, bro, the videos I do are always on some feel good anyways. Like we take that cruise in California because I mean that's kind of my niche, bro. You know what I mean? So I try to aim for that, and capitalize on that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like you could, to other people, your album probably be like 100% perfect, done, but to you, there's something missing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
See, so that's that thing. It's just like doing videos, doing anything of us being a perfectionist. I see you as a perfectionist. I think
appreciate it,
everybody
yeah.
can look at you like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
too. And that's the thing that keeps, that separates you from a lot of people.
All right, on man, appreciate that. Just like missing an ingredient sometimes,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That little extra garlic powder goes a long way, man, or something. Missing
Yeah,
some
and you'll
salt.
wait for it till it gets right.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know something's missing, man. Once you listen to it, you'll know. I know it is now. People they just drop whatever they feel they drop and they keep dropping. But that's why I think so much stuff is overlooked these days. You know what I'm saying? Because they just putting anything out, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it sounds good. Just you know, no, if there could be something added to it, just add to it. You know?
Not straight up, brother. Hell yeah.
So where you getting your beats from?
I got different producers, man. I mean, throughout the years, I've worked with different people. Lately, my go-to has been my boy Hudson, man. Shout out Hudson. I got I've used a bunch of different Armani. I've used Triple M. You know what I mean? A lot of the producers, a lot of us know.
Yeah.
He got a little fly bug coming around his.
Yeah,
Boom,
sure.
got his ass.
Yeah,
Got his
there you
ass.
go, there you
Gone.
go.
Done data.
Man,
It's
it's
game
always
over.
somebody trying to it up.
Yeah, but I use you know, sometimes, bro, I get new producers who send me something and I like a beat, man. But those are my go-tos right now. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
All right.
I got Bear on the beat. Shout out Bear. You know what I mean? He's done some big for me too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. When I hooked up with him, I was like, damn. I mean, some of these sounds like help. It's easier for me to write to. You know?
Yeah. It's got an old school vibe. You know
So
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you do gotta. It's the quality, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's hard because, like I said, bro, I got a distinct sound. I try to just stay in my lane, and not too many producers are making those type of sounds anymore,
Yeah.
man. So when you find them, it's like, okay, cool, bro, let's work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that. The other thing, man, I want to ask is, what you think about the Mexican rap scene?
The Mexican rap
I'm not
scene.
gonna say like just the you know the homie raps. I want to say all in all. Do you think the Mexican rap scene is falling in the footsteps of the black rap scene in the '90s, or not?
I think it's at its all-time high, in my opinion, as far as attention. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say. I think it's obviously because a lot of the gang shit. You know what I'm saying? And the back and forth has brought a lot of attention. And you know, I just think it's I think it's a good thing, but I also think it's messy at the same time. But I guess you can't have one without the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I say, like, if you could capitalize off the bullshit and show them that there's some real talent going on, you know, it could be a good thing, man. You know what I mean? We have a lot of talent up here with the you know, the Latins, the Chicanos, the homies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know they're doing their thing in L.A. You know, I'm not gonna say no names or nothing, but they're obviously doing numbers and being
Yeah.
successful at it. You know what I'm saying? We can't deny that. But it's big right now. You know, there's a lot of motion behind it, and you know, if could be capitalized on, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like it was more. I would say with the going back in time, I think the Chicano rap was more musical. Like if you want to go back to like the Lighter Shade of Brown days and stuff like that, those were more hits, like the Baby Bash and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Even up here like Dark Room and them, they made big impacts. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I guess, on how you compare it to. But right now, bro, it's definitely getting a lot of steam. A lot of people are paying attention to it.
Yeah, the reason why I asked is because as a youngster growing up in the '90s, I want to say early '90s, like 1990, you would, I would say, from the Mexicans from the North and the South could relate probably to this because the blacks were doing the Crips and Bloods made an album,
Yeah.
and they were banging against each other,
Banging
and stuff.
on wax,
and
yeah.
that kind of blew them up a little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
and
yeah.
right before that, it was Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg,
Mm-hmm.
and and way before them was Too Short, Mac Dre, and all the other guys and
Yeah.
stuff before them.
Yeah.
And it seems like we're following that footsteps, so it seems like it's headed in the right direction because hey, they started coming up after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for
You know what I
sure.
mean, big time.
That's what I'm saying. If you could capitalize off the bullshit, because initially they just looking at you for the drama. All right, they paying attention to these dudes that are dissing these dudes. Now they watching the bullshit. but that puts a spotlight on you for these young homies, and they could capitalize off it really well. And those Snoop Dogs could come from that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, if you go back to them, that's what they were known for. Like, the Nipsey Hussle was just a Crip rapper one time before he was known as really Nipsey Hussle. I mean, in my eyes, you know what I mean? That's how people probably looked at him. And then he became such a household name, looking beyond just being a Crip, you know what I'm saying? Mozzie, for instance, man, being a Pyru or a Blood, you know, looked upon further than just being that. He took off his career, you know what I'm saying? YG, just to name a few different examples. They're not, I feel like some homies have the same capability of doing the same thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I say like compared to some homies, I can say some names, but you know, on a positive note, the back and forth thing is they're kind of like leading the way and like taking the hit for the, you know, like kind of like what Tupac did. He took a hit for a lot of the rappers, and got really famous off it, and the media started watching a lot of things, and that's kind of what's going on right now. I think right now is just ride that wave, and some of these dudes are actually taking that hit, you know.
Yeah.
And that's actually putting themselves out there in a negative way, but for some people, it's going to be positive, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. Like I said, it could go either way. When the spotlight's on you and people are paying attention, you know, it's really up to you on what you do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Like a sacrifice. You know what I mean? Like they're making a sacrifice because I wouldn't do some things, you know what I mean, that some of these dudes are doing, but they're making a sacrifice for some other people in some kind of way.
Yeah, I could
positive way to look at it.
I could see that, yeah. And then in retrospect too, I think some of these youngsters, they don't give that's just who they are. They just showing it, and it worked out to their benefit. You know what I'm saying? Because they just like these dudes, and them over there saying the same shit, and it's working out for them. Because there's a lot of people love drama. We could spit all this positive shit you want, man, and it does hit to a lot of people, bro. But more people are intrigued with the bullshit, bro.
Yeah, some of the positive that you spit, people take it as a disrespect, like as a direct impact on how they're conducting themselves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's not even, I don't even know you as an individual.
I learned it like this, bro. No matter what you do in life, you're gonna piss somebody off, and you're gonna have people rocking with you, bro. And I learned to not be a people pleaser no more, bro. I'm okay with pissing people off, and that goes back to even music. Going back to my to going how I work, bro. Like, you know how many producers, engineers, rappers I would piss off. Homies would come to the studio and, hey, the homie raps over here. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm always willing to give everybody a shot. Like, I put my all my homies in the hood that wanted to rap, I gave them opportunity, and if they were really with it. But you know how many slide and be like, man, the homie raps, and I'm like, damn, bro, they ain't got it, bro. and of course, I ain't gonna put him on a song. He gonna get in his feelings, but I'm okay with pissing him off rather than letting down a fan that really supports and buys the music. Somebody that's gonna pre-order the music before they even hear it and be juiced to hear a project that I'm putting out. And last thing I want to do is let that person down. It actually supports the project because I want to, hey, little homeboy over there wants to rap. Okay, cool. Hey, step your bars up, learn some then get to a point where maybe I can help you out. But I ain't gonna just, you know, do nobody no favors right off the bat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know, so I guess you learned that you gotta be the bad guy sometimes because we have boundaries.
Yeah, straight up.
You know what I mean?
You gotta be okay with that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Another question. How long you take to comb your hair?
Probably about the same amount of time you take yours, man. We got the same style,
shit,
brother.
Boy.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You want to hear something crazy? Matter of fact, I used to come out here to San Jose a lot when I was young, bro. Yeah. So one of my homeboys, when we was in high school, I went to a little continuation school. One of the homies that came from San Ho, and he was from out here, and he was quiet, bro. But me and him hit it off. Ended up being one of my good friends, and then we used to come out here a lot with him, and he was tied in with a bunch of homies. And I remember the homie I remember the OGs always had their hair back 3 flowers, but my would always start sticking up. And then I seen the homie had the hair, and he put the hairnet on with the hairspray, and I adapted his style. Boy, I've been rocking that since,
That's
bro.
all it takes, man.
It ain't changed.
And it's like, so you're a man of habits. You can't switch up after so long, man.
Yeah,
It's like, man.
I feel like it's the same style, just 2.0 this somehow. I don't see no other way to change, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't change it if I was you.
I want to do a side part.
Yeah. I got this tattoo artist. He's been doing portraits on me and my family.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of time in the pen. He's young, but he's actually getting kind of successful with the tattoo game. And I want to give him a shout out. Daniel, I'll put his Instagram in a link. But before I came up here, I was talking to him last night, and I told him I was gonna interview you, and offered him an opportunity, and he was like really, really, really shocked about it.
Yeah.
He says he's willing to give you a portrait for free.
Oh shit. Okay.
If you
Hell
go
yeah.
to a shop.
Oh, hell yeah. Appreciate it.
And he's really good, so I recommend him. And I
Dope.
don't recommend no
No, yeah.
shitty person, but
Hell yeah. Nah,
you
that's
ever-
what's up.
you
What's his
ever
name?
get- Daniel.
Daniel. Hell yeah. Appreciate that, Daniel.
You ever
Good
you ever
looking
get a Woody tattoo on you?
name. I got his name tatted on me.
Yeah. Well, he's willing to do that, but whatever portrait you want.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I never thought about getting the homies portrait. But I got the rest in peace Wood
Yeah,
on here, but that's just
Look, he just did my
20 years
son's
old.
right there.
Oh yeah, no, he raw.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah, I told him he was really happy. He's like, oh man, that'll help me out, and
Yeah.
just give me a boost and some things and
sure.
stuff because the following you got. You
Yeah,
know what I
line
mean?
it up. Let's get it. It's good.
All right, cool.
Hell
So
yeah.
I'll
That's
yeah,
smart
I'll hit him
business
up.
tactics, man, right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean the guy's a really nice guy, man.
Yeah.
He tattoos on me and two of my sons and my nephews and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
and he gives us really good deals. So
Yeah.
I want to help him out. You
No,
know,
for
he
sure.
just he has a kid and he's just got another one on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I like that attitude too, man. I was giving that game to somebody recently, bro, about people are too prideful about right now money, man. Sometimes, like I said, I'm from a different time where when we had to promote a project, bro, we'd have to run magazine ads, do billboard. We did a bunch of to get eyes on our product. Now sometimes, bro, you just plug in with the right person and I got a following,
Straight up.
whether it's bigger, smaller, even if it's only 10,000 more people. Man, show that man some love to get more eyes on your product, man. Too many people are too prideful to do that these days, man. So salute to bro for,
Yeah, so Daniel _Joseph_ senior. That's his Instagram. Hit him up, man.
Cool.
You guys follow him. Give him a follow.
We're gonna see a portrait on me soon. I gotta get tatted. I'm
Yeah, he's
impatient, man.
willing
It's
to
hard
do
for
a
me to get
portrait, man.
tatted.
It's just he's like, man, send
Oh,
him through.
yeah,
man.
I got my son, I got my daughter, I got some other I just got my son and daughter
Yeah,
portrait.
he just
on
hit
me.
at my ribs with my granddaughter and my grandson.
Ooh, the rib shot, how that feel?
He doesn't hurt. So if you're gonna get some rib shots, I would go for him.
Yeah.
Because there's some guys that just
Dig,
they gotta concentrate too hard and they dig.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, he's really light, man. He's really light.
Then
so.
go with that white at the end. You're like, ooh, all right, bro.
Yeah, so
I use numbing cream. I don't give a nobody said, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm
sometimes you
numbing
gotta do
cream.
it.
I don't give a somebody say something, motherfucker.
That'd have been a good question. You use numbing cream?
Hell yeah, I do. I never would before, but now I'm like, bro, I gotta sit here for hella hours, bro. I'm impatient, bro. Throw that on there, man.
And it's
I don't
not
give a
healthy,
shit.
man, because if you're trying to concentrate on the pain, you're gonna get headaches and shit. You're gonna get worked
It's not
up.
even the pain, it's just annoying, bro. Like sometimes I'll forget about that.
Irritating.
Yeah, throw that numbing cream on, forget about that. I'll start doing some other shit, reading, doing some home. I'll figure something else out, utilize the time.
Yeah. So you started your new album yet?
Lightweight, yeah, lightweight. I don't know about an album, man. I might just focus on doing a couple of singles, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause we'll see how it turned into, bro. I just been getting some beats, and then me and Ed Wax finishing the project, and then I got a couple of songs I'm gonna try to go in on and like revolve the song around a video. Usually I do a song then try to put a video to it. Now I'm trying to focus on the whole video concept. I did that on my last that Tell Me song. I don't know if you've seen that video I did in the pool party with all the little hyenas and yeah, so I did that song kind of around a video. I was like, I just wanted to paint. Everyone at the time was on some straight back and forth. Just that's how everyone's highlighting us on some negative.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna throw a whole curveball and come out with some feel good
Right.
vibes on that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I got the beat. I'm gonna do a video to this. And I told everybody the concept, and so we revolved that song around the video and the vision I had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hit me up next time if you're gonna have a barbecue guy. I'll bring the setup and stuff. And,
Oh yeah, for sure.
that'll help me out, get my business out there too.
Yeah, and that's that. We did the same thing at the end. I hit one of the homies that just hit me, and he's a cook. He did shout out my boy Greg too, man, because he did a lot of time in the pen and came out and opened a restaurant, got together, and I had him slide to the video last minute to do some cooking. But I'll keep that in mind for sure. The next one.
We'll bring in and we'll feed the crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Feed
And it's
them-
good marketing too.
yeah,
Boom.
Straight
Yeah.
up, yeah. So Matt, who you doing that song with? That you say you're working with the video?
That one's so far to the neck, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I want to do like a little short, like almost like a short. What do you call it? Not a short movie.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm tired of. What do you call it? Like a short flick? What do you call those
the
things?
reels?
Nah, like a short film, pretty much. Short film.
Short. Well, what's motivating me right now with that is because I kind of dying out of it, but it's the videos what keeps me alive because I want to make like a little mini movie, like you're saying, like I want to illustrate some things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you see you illustrating in the future, like in a video? Like what your song means and what the
Yeah, it just
video-
depends on the song I'm doing. You know what I mean? But like you said, I'm in the same boat as you, bro. Like it's hard to get motivated to do a whole project. I could still knock out albums, but it's hard for me to really, really buckle down and do an album. So now it's like, okay, you know, it's like I said, it's about the visuals, bro. Everyone's listening with their eyes, bro. So I'm focusing on the next thing, just trying to give. Obviously, I want to do some kind of message behind it. You know what I mean? I'm not just glorifying bullshit. Yeah. So this next one I got in mind, I got a little concept, but I have to wait to see how I pull it off before I don't like speaking before I do it, man, because then people hold you to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. You know what I want to ask you too is you worked with Stewie before. I seen that, of course, with that one you was talking about.
Stewie the boy, man.
What do you like about working with Stewie?
Obviously, if I go back to work with someone, he's just raw, bro. He's just raw. He knows what he's doing. He's professional. He don't play games. I don't got to go too much back and forth with him. Like I put the trust in him, bro. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'm just like people back and forth. Too many things bug me, and it's little like, damn, bro, why'd you pick that clip where I look like I was tweaking or something right there? I just look lost staring at a butterfly, and you gonna pick that clip?
No interest in it.
Yeah,
you know
and I seen videographers do that. They just dropping clips in. They just boom, 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 and making it work. They're not paying attention to the detail. So I know the Stewie's good at that, bro. Plus his camera work's excellent, bro. He can make just not, I won't say a point and shoot, but he could just come out with his handheld and make that look raw. Or he can come with the whole ooh-wop, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I like about him, man. He doesn't give me no stress. He doesn't give me no anxiety when we're working.
Yeah.
And like I don't, you know, he's pricey, whatever. Shout out Stewie. Hope you give me a discount for this one, but it's worth it
for sure
because there's no stress.
You get what you pay for in anything in this business, bro. It's just like an investment, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you went and opened your restaurant right now and you want to cut corners, you started using the cheapest meat, using the cheapest ingredients, your customers are going to notice that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to save money. I understand that. But at the end of the day, you're trying to put out a product to entertain people, to feed people, to cater to people, bro. Business is catering to people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're when you're in any kind of businesses, just like Amazon, bro. Jeff Bezos, said it. His whole life is revolving around serving people. How do I make people's lives easier? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the rule of thumb in any kind of business, and you got to get what you pay for, man. You know what I mean?
Now I know there's some small time videographers out there that's just as good, but they're out there,
And that's the benefit too when you have a name like someone like us, bro, that people might want to work with. We could give that opportunity where they're talented and they need that shot. You know what I'm saying? So I like working with upcoming people as well, because there's people out there that are raw, but they're so booked up, like I don't even want to fuck with them. They're like, oh, we'll fit you on our schedule, and I'm like, all right, now you two, now I'm gonna be low man on the totem pole.
Project now.
Nah, yeah, but you're not gonna get that special attention from them. You know what I'm saying? Because they already too big. They good, but you're not gonna get that special attention because they just they gonna big dog you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'd rather sometimes work with an up and coming dude that's hungry, but if the quality ain't meeting then I'd rather just go where I know I can, where I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, I like doing that too sometimes so I get the credit when they do blow up.
Don't forget about me, man.
Yeah. So, whatever happened to the red team, man? You guys got any plans with that?
The red team?
The little team you guys, with some of the young homies, like, what's it, Acito and them and shit?
That was Thizzler. I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, you didn't?
Nah.
Oh, I thought you was putting that together.
Nah, they did that on their own, bro. They just had me one day interview them. They're like, hey, man, can we get you to come interview? I was like, yeah, I'll do it. That's the homies, you know what I mean?
Because I know that was making some noise, and a lot of people was liking that, music and stuff.
Nah, them homies, that right there put a big stamp in that time, especially with those individuals, bro. Yeah. With Rico, Acito, GB, Babyface Wood, and who else am I missing? Was it just them?
Did you get that guy from Modesto?
And Young Iggs.
Yeah.
Like that right there is like a little all-star of the new generation coming up. You know what I'm saying?
I like Young Iggs, man. He's all of them are dope and shit, but he seems pretty humble and shit.
Yeah, he good homie, bro. And, free the homie, man. He's doing some time. He's locked up right now. I say he look like he be my little brother or something.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hair and shit.
Yeah. That's dope, man. So, any other artists that you like youngsters that you plan on working with in the future that you see coming up?
You know what? I don't even think about that, bro. I be so in my own lane, man. I'm always open to I try to stay tied in with the new, but I don't really be paying attention that much, to be honest with you, bro. Like it's not. I don't really like if someone if someone catches my attention, and I become cool with them, then I'll with them. But I'm not one of those people just start reaching out. Like if I don't know them, I gotta kind of organically hook up with somebody. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And usually when it's like that, bro, then it's already automatic, bro. Like that's the homie, we gonna work. You know what I mean? And if you know everything is meant to be, we'll cross paths type of shit. You know
Yeah,
what I
because
mean?
I always have in the back of my mind when I want, like, when you come, like you say, I want it to be organic, of a of a homie that's not getting no numbers, but he has potential, and I want to be able to get behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just haven't really found one yet.
Well, a perfect example of that was like Woody, bro. Woody put on every rapper from Northern Exposure, including myself, without none of those dudes had no buzz. I had no rap resume, bro. You know what I mean? And he was able to stamp them and put them on his production and kind of make them stars of their own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always kept that in the back of my mind, like when I started putting on my little homies, like rest in peace, my brother Lace. You know what I mean? Chingaso, all these little homies that were rapping on my back then. All these, there's a bunch of little homies I put on. And I did the same opportunity. I gave them the same opportunity that Wood gave me. You know what I'm saying? And some of these homies had some hits on like I said, going back to Lace, bro. One of his songs, one of the biggest songs on my albums. You know what I mean? That he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That kind of reminds me of Tupac with the Outlaws. Like, I don't even know those dudes' names, but I know their sound.
Exactly.
And like with the homies that was all on Woody's albums and all these other homies' albums, I don't know their names. I know Woody's name and I know of the other big names, but I don't know their names.
Yeah.
But I know their sound.
But if you hear
know
the
what I mean?
voice of the song,
Yeah, I'm like,
I
was bumping this back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's where that artist needs to go, and it's like, okay, I got that opportunity now. Now I need to make sure my know my name and go hard. You know what I'm saying?
That's where that goes. You got to capitalize on that little boost. You know what I mean?
Straight up, bro.
You had that boost. You should have took off from there.
That's what I did. I sure as hell didn't want to be just, all right, hey, you're that one homie that rapped the Wood. You know what I'm saying? That, as a youngster, like you wanted, and that wasn't in my mind at the time, but I just didn't want to be that dude. I wanted to have my own label and be, when I seen the vision, I wanted to do this. I was like, I'm gonna go all in. I ain't gonna just sit and wait for the next man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you did it right, man, because you did go and get your own stuff and all that, but you never stopped looking back. You know what I mean? To the homie who hooked you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what a lot of people do. They they forget, who gave them the little boost. You know what I mean?
You know, I trip on Nels thing that the other day, man. And I don't know if you feel me on this, but I don't want to sound like that old dude, like, hey, back in my, but
well, you are getting old.
Yeah, getting old, we for sure. But I don't want to, back in my day type of shit. But I do feel like our era paid homage more. So even not just the homeboys, but just rap in general. Like a lot of people would show love to hip hop artists. You know what I'm saying? Because I would hear old rappers that I would look up to or hear that were big at the time, and they would always like, yeah, I grew up inspired by these dudes, and they would like pay homage on the people who inspired them. Yeah. I don't really hear that too much no more. These youngsters like, man, you old head, it's like you old heads out, you know what I mean? They on their own little way. Yeah.
Like, oh man, what the hell? Yeah, now they're still bumping Too Short and E40, and they're 10 years older than me and call me Theo.
The unk was hard when called me unk. I was like, okay, it took me a minute to get the unk.
I asked him because he's my manager, and I was like, hey man, what do you think about me for an album, change my name to Uncle Mister? And he was like, no, you can't do that because it's gonna mess the algorithm up or some shit.
Yeah, that you don't want to brand yourself as that too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, because
I could see that for the content.
Yeah,
Content, I mean? Like, all right, because you be giving them game. You be
I think I'm gonna name a song Uncle Mister.
Theo, I was on my TikTok the other day. I've been with TikTok too, man. Even though I'm late to the party, they about to ban it, and I was like, "Motherfucker, call me Unk." I was like, "Damn, bro, call me Unk." I said, "Now I'm Theo now." So everyone on my damn comments is calling me Theo Tone.
Yeah, the little bro Chris, I was talking to him earlier. He said he was on your live last night, and you mentioned about the podcast. I was like, "Damn, I didn't get that."
you be with the live on her?
No, I haven't, man. I haven't been live since I was passing out on live, getting drunk.
Bro, look, motherfuckers getting rich on TikTok, bro. Right? And I don't doing it for one, not necessarily for the money. I'm a hustler. If I see $1 coming out, but one thing is, bro, the algorithms of TikTok are crazy because I go live and do a battle or whatever. I got 600 new followers being on live for 30 minutes.
That's the strategy I want to talk about because I seen you on live. I go, Tony ain't on live because I've been seeing you on live a lot. You ain't doing that for no reason.
I mean, no, and someone going, all right, the perfect example. Someone did say, and I don't ever reply like the hater comments. That don't bug me whatsoever. But someone's like, damn, must be bad tones on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I'm like, okay, I can see where someone's perception, small-minded people might think that way, right? And I'm going back to like, bro, I'm from a time where when I would drop an album, I would have to come out here. I would have to go Oakland, Hayward, Frisco. I would have to hop out the trunk And we're not selling to squares. We're not selling to in white neighborhoods. We're going to the trenches, bro. You know, we're marketing to the gangsters, bro. So we had to go hood to hood, put flyers on, posters on walls in the liquor stores. You know what I'm saying? And then when I started touching a little bit of bag off it, like we was marketing magazine ads, bro, buying banners on sickness.net, running billboards a couple albums ago, bro. These billboards on the freeways ain't cheap, bro. You know what I'm saying? You spending bands, you know, one freeway alone could be 12 to 15,000. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm like, okay, just all that just to get eyes on your product. You go spend bands on a magazine ad just so people could open it and look at you, right? So if I go on TikTok and I see 300 people watching me, and I got 600 new followers in 20 minutes, and then that thing got 20,000 likes. You know what I'm saying?
And
you're getting attacked in here, man.
And you got a link for them to click. You making some money.
You got to utilize that. Now, mind you, I'm busy, bro. I don't be on TikTok all day. I hop on after a long day last night for a cool little 30 minutes to an hour. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm in the studio, I hop on. But if you don't utilize what I'm getting at, if you don't know how to utilize these tools as a business person, then you're lacking, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you got that small mind or perception of trying to clown somebody for trying to for promoting their product or getting on there to stay, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, whatever the hell you want, you know what I'm saying? That's business, bro. Get your eyes on product.
I remember when I first started TikTok 4 years ago, everybody was like, if you on TikTok, ain't no real homies on TikTok and all this. And I didn't give a because that was helping me through a lot of depression right there, man. It was helping me say some funny things, do some funny things, and impress my family while I was doing some, like, showing them my side that I can't show during the day in the house. You know what I mean? Because I would be alone. I'm going to show them what I want to show.
Can't stand attitude. Ain't no real homies just sit here and settle. We don't do nothing. Don't smile, fool.
Hey.
Real homies don't smile.
And all the same dudes that were saying that are on TikTok now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I seen them.
In the beginning, it was like more like of a dance type
I
of
ain't
deal.
say no name, but I see you.
It was kind of like a dance thing back then, so I could understand people thinking that, like, you must be doing some funny shit on there. But now, to me, it's just a platform. And you get paid, bro. Like, I did a battle, bro, and I didn't know what the I was doing. People were just recommending that you got to battle. Bro, I ain't gonna even like, because I don't know if it's big numbers or not.
Yeah.
Bro, but I sit on battle, I make like $800 in like 3 hours on that
How do you battle? Like, what do you
bro,
mean?
people were, bro, I'm sitting there on live, right, and I keep saying, what is co-host? I'm like, what the I'm reading the comments. Now you co-host and then you battle people. So I just started accepting. And I'm sitting there and looking like a dumb there and somebody I don't know. I'm like, what do I do? Do I talk to him? I'm clueless. I'm kind of new to it, bro.
You was ready for the rap, huh?
Bro, I'm still new to this, bro. I'm not even like acting like I know it all, bro. I'm trying to figure it out. But I'm sitting there, and people were like, they're winning. They got their people sending them gifts. People are sending us gifts, and bro, I don't know. I'm just sitting there, bro. And people are like, hey, you won, you lost. And then I battled some chick that had a bunch of followers. I beat her. Then I just started seeing a little balance go up. Like, man, you getting a bag off of it.
Oh, so you're just battling, you're just doing your own thing and they're just doing their own thing and the numbers just go up?
Yeah, so like last night I went on, I just put AWACS on it because, me and AWACS been working a lot. I'm like, bro, you sleeping on TikTok, bro? Like I put him onto it. And me and him went on last night. We just battling each other. I'm like, just come on, run it up. And people are just throwing gifts. Like, it's just, they want to see who wins. He got his people, I got my people. And it's something cool. It's like a little pastime. I ain't saying
so when they throw a gift, they got to pay to throw it, right?
Yeah, it's money.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. I knew
It's
that
money.
was doing something. Okay.
Yeah, when you get certain gifts, each gift is like points. And each points adds up to money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
okay.
bro, what tripped me out is when I seen Soulja Boy, he was making $27,000 a day when he was going on TikTok. He made $27,000 a day. And then some other chicks, she was posting, and she made $8,000. She makes $8,000 a day going live.
Okay. I'm jumping on that.
Bro, sleeping on it, bro. So, and like I said,
get my
bro,
hair done. My hair will sit right there.
I don't
and
hate
get
on
it
any
done.
hustle, bro. I got multiple things I'm running, bro. Like, I don't personally have time to be on the internet all day, bro. But when I get back and I get time, to me, one is cool because you engage. I'm not doing it just for the change. I'm doing it because I'm engaging with people.
Yeah.
It's getting me on more algorithms. People are tuning in more. And then cool, like if you make a little bread on it, I'm a hustler. I ain't too good for a few dollars, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what position I get in life.
Did you see those ones that are sitting there like this and they're waiting for somebody like a random thing that they send a gift, and that means they got to do something stupid like.
Yeah, I can't do all no. I can't do.
No,
My
but you
girl
see
showed
them?
me that.
So, but I
Yeah.
see them. They keep like every minute something's cracking, so they're making money.
Yeah, for sure,
They're
bro.
sitting in front of McDonald's just doing some shit like that.
Yeah, I
And
seen some. My girl showed me some dudes writing the name in the sand, and you give them
Yeah.
a gift and write your name or some crazy
Yeah.
shit. But hey, whatever works,
That's
bro.
tight,
It's
man.
a
That's
hustle.
tight, though. Okay, so they're just gifting you just because they like.
I
What
put you
saying.
on watch. You're gonna see me and Big Mister gonna battle on TikTok tonight.
We're gonna go on that. We're gonna go on that.
dinner on Mister after he get his first bag.
Hey. Now that's tight though, man. There's new things, and that's what I wanted to bring you on to talk about because I remember a while back you were talking about how the cops used to fuck with you until you started getting your stuff business wise and start getting taxed.
Yeah.
And then they backed off.
Yeah.
So talk about. You want to talk
I mean,
about
they
that a
still
little bit?
lightweight a little bit, but it's different, man. But you gotta understand, bro. Like when we first came out, we were just on that gangster, bro. And I understand, like I'm not oblivious, bro. I always understand different point of views, bro. Their job is to, hey,
Right.
these guys look like a threat to society, And back then in my area, bro, like now there's documentaries that come out. There's a lot of real happening revolved around a lot of the stuff we're in. So I understand they're doing their job. They're trying to get us, and then we're doing music to promote that. So it was it was a lot of the, inevitable happening. Now, like I said, when you get older and you start growing into a certain type of person, in my eyes, if you're doing the same you're doing as a young kid and you still doing that same crash out, then there's no growth in you. You know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to evolve. So that's why I said music's like a timestamp to me. My first album, I'm talking about sliding, just on that. Each album, I'm growing. So I think it took, just like anything, like success, fitness, whatever you're into takes time to build. You're gonna have to build yourself out of that box to be a professional. Like, okay, you know what? He's more than just a little gangbang kid rapping. He's actually running a business. This dude's invested into legit businesses. He's bought, properties. Now he's got this, he's got that. So what could they do? You want to sit there and hate on me? Cool, I could go get a lawyer now. You know what I'm saying? You're hating on my business. So if I go do a show and you want to shut it down, this is a business. I sold tickets to entertain the crowd, and you want to shut that down? That's not a legal business. Now you're just interfering with my business. So now obviously you could go that route if it gets to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I say you're contributing to society, and that's how my lawyer told me. I have a long talk with my lawyer, and it's one of the most expensive ones, if not the expensive one here in San Jose. He was like, "There's whatever they suspect you of is what they suspect you of, right?" He goes, and that's that. He goes, and that's probably what you're giving them. And he goes, but at the same time, you got to build your defense. So you got to show them the other side of you. You know what I mean? So that's why, when you see people at parks and stuff like that, you got to sit there and shine the bright light. Okay, you know this about me, but when we go to court, this is going to bury that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got one thing about me, one little incident, and that's what shines light about you. Like, they see you just on business.
Yeah.
They see you on business. They don't see you on the streets, getting drunk on the corner and stuff like that, So there's nothing to worry about,
Yeah. I mean, like I said, bro, they're always gonna look at us no matter what, how we're looked upon. And that happened recently. We got rolled on. I did a little show. I don't do shows in my local area, but I did one, and the boys were out there, man, deep. And they was pulling over the homies, including us. We got rolled on. And I ain't gonna lie, like I got a little I was drinking like a mother, right? But I had a designated driver, so I knew I was cool. I prepared for that to happen. And I got a little kind of, I had to catch myself, because I'm like, damn, it's cold. Like, after all these years, you little mother are still doing this man. Like, you got me up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a job, man. I came to work tonight. Just like you're working today, I went to work and did this show tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's harassing.
Yeah. So I gave them my little peace of mind. Lucky they didn't whip my you know what I mean?
I think I remember you did that at one time to that one video shoot. Remember where Northern Cali Ambitions?
Yeah.
When the cops pulled up on
Oh,
us?
yeah.
And he was mouthing off. I was like, I ain't trying to talk to these cops. I'm gone.
You know what, though? I've always been...
But you got at him right, though.
Yeah.
You wasn't acting immature.
I've always
you got
been...
Right.
I always feel like, you know what, bro? That's always been my personality. Like, bro, like, don't get the misconception, bro, because I don't like when we're just looked upon that.
Yeah.
Don't judge me just as this, bro. Like, I got some mouthpiece, too, and I remember, I don't remember what was said that day, but I remember like, what? We're just out here working. What's the problem? I remember telling him that. What if we was a bunch of blonde-haired, blue-eyed kids out here? You wouldn't be out here with us.
Yeah, something like that. You shut them up. But yeah, we're in the alley. Homie shooting a video.
So
pit,
what?
Pit
What was
bull
that?
dogs and
What's the problem with that?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, man, when I was in the alleys, we had beers all over the place and shit. You know.
Yeah.
We had ice on top of cardboard boxes keeping our beers cold.
I remember saying something like that. Well, because we're just making people uncomfortable. That's illegal now, making people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at us and they're uncomfortable, so we shouldn't be doing this now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So speaking of that, because you know you're still in the rap game, you know you're still an influential person in the rap game here in California. Period. Do you ever feel like, because you're getting older, do you ever feel like a guilty conscience about it or anything like that?
As far as what you mean, like the kind of music.
How the perspective is on us and like how they look at us. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily how they look at us. I do have a guilty conscience of like the messages I put out and like a lot of that like almost like a survivor's guilt, bro. You know what I'm saying? Literally, I was doing a song the other night in the studio, and we were kind of going. The song was talking about like if I could talk to my old self. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, maybe I was drinking a little bit, but it started hitting me in the middle of the song where I was like, damn, I kind of always put my past behind me. I just so progressive thinking, forward thinking. I always kind of don't really reflect too much, and then I'm just like, damn, you know, sometimes it'll hit you, bro, and like. You know, there's a lot of blood on your hands, whether you know it or not, just from your voice. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, yeah, that hits me because I go back on personal things I had with my people and the message I was putting out versus the type of agenda I was pushing on certain people. You know what I'm saying? Versus now my message now was like to better them. You know what I mean? I'd rather see a homie get money, take care of his family, ball out, still be a good homie, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm not talking about like, you know, change your life and walk away. Like, hey, bro, just level up your ways of thinking, bro. Yeah. And I always, when people do ask me, well, how do you do that? I said, you got to find some motion first off. When you have nothing going on, that's when your mind's on that bullshit because you don't have nothing you're working on, bro. So that's why I try to inspire people to find some motion, to get them to focus on something. Redirect their focus on getting money. You know, I got a little business now. Just like when I started rapping, Wood gave me an opportunity to do music. And that changed my whole directive. Like, I don't have to be just doing dumb shit all day. Now I'm building a studio. My whole focus was on building a studio, getting some rap, getting beats, and I was, like, driven towards something. Right. Now I got to hustle because I need money to fund this, you know what I'm saying? And I found some motion, and that helps you elevate, you know what I mean? So that's kind of my guilty conscience kind of transpired into now helping homies try to get inspired to get some money, and hopefully that transcends to them building up, you know, their lives and family and I want to see people win, bro. You know what I mean? I'd rather eat steaks and than send green cards. You know what I'm saying?
Well, on the positive note on that,
green cards.
Right?
Damn Donald Trump.
Well, on the positive note, man, you know, your current situation is a direct reflection of your past decisions. You know what I'm saying? So some things came good out of it. You know what I mean? Sure.
Whether good or bad, you can't regret it because we're a byproduct of it all.
You know, I always look at Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube and them like how these fools get ran out of shows and you know treated like, you know, crap and, you know, in the slums and stuff like that. And not just them, all the other rappers, you know, that didn't make it as big as they did.
Yeah.
But those dudes were walking the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, at one time, and now they're being asked to perform at a Super Bowl. You know?
I mean, you can't let your past define you, bro. And obviously, you know, everyone's got a different set of cards dealt to them, bro. You know what I mean? And I know people that hold on to their past as their excuse of why they haven't done nothing with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because of this, because of that. That's just an excuse. There's people that come from the worst of the worst, and there's people that come, you know, that I feel like people that come from the worst got a better chance to making it because people that were given everything, they're not hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like when you didn't have to work for nothing, bro, you're not a hustler. Everything just came easy to you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think people, you know, got an advantage, bro. Especially, you know, like rap cats. You know, most of them come from the streets or something like that, bro. So it's a better advantage. You know what I'm saying? To have that where you got to hustle for something, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely like the way that things are, man. And shout out to you for the game you gave, you know, to the streets as far as the business wise and things like that. Because if you're doing this rap game and you ain't making it a business and you don't have a job on the side, you're just gonna end up getting caught up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. And then it's crash dummy music, man. Right now,
all
people rapping,
and all the you're saying will be used against you.
Straight up,
Come on, bro.
Well, rap is right now is to pump your chest. We use that. Rap is right now like, hey, we the bigger dogs. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, it's not really just people making music no more. It's just everybody talking on the mic. Who's going harder? Who do you believe more? Yeah. Who do you feel like who you siding with? You know what I'm saying? That's what it transcended to, and which is cool. Like I said, but if you could turn it into a business, hey man, be smart with your bro. You know what I mean? Take
Respect
that
the
bread.
sport.
Yeah,
Respect
yeah.
the sport, man. And I like to get on there and just, to me, it's therapy. If I get a good song and I can pour some of my thoughts out on it and mix and incorporate into some rhymes and
You keep it old school too, man. I like that. You got your niche, man. You like to do the oldies remake and stuff like that. Like I said, we're from a different time, so we grew up on different kind of music. You know what I mean? And you stick to your niche. What I like, man. You don't try to copy what everyone else is doing. You know, I pretty much do the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for pointing that out. I don't get to hear that too much, but I'm just a man of habits. I've been going to the same barber for 15 years. I just barely just switched to another barber and shit.
Ooh, that's like cheating on your girl going to a
Yeah,
new
but
barber.
I go back to him and tell him, hey, man, I was just busy and shit. Like, I go back to him
You
like
see what
once a
happened
month.
was.
Man,
Yeah.
he's an older Asian dude, though. So he's cool. He gave me a lot of game in the chair, so I go back to him and talk to him.
You used to
and
have a
shit.
tail too back in the day, huh?
Yeah. I started growing it when I was 17. I cut it when I was 32.
Damn. Yeah, I had this motherfucker since damn near like 15, 14, 15.
Oh, yeah?
That shit don't even grow no more, bro. It's just whatever's left is left.
When you take a shower, you pull out, hair's coming out. Man, shit keep
Bro, the
coming
worst
out.
when a barber would your shit up and you would go take a shower and half your big old chunk would come out.
Yeah.
That made me
I
hot,
started
bro.
growing mine in 95, and like there was 4 or 5 of us on the block. We all had them. We were running around with patches looking like the last Mohicans.
But that's what homies was doing out. Everyone out there had Mongols. Everyone was doing the Mongolians and shit. But then I remember there was like a probation officer and a parole officer was like they were the violating homies for that having that, and then like
Yeah, you weren't even allowed on the yard
so
with
it
that
like
for a while.
so like we're young kids, bro. We're like, well, when we started, I remember I seen a homie with a bar tail. He was an older cat, and no one really had him back then. And we started doing that, my little set, and then we were just rocking like that. They used to be like all the way across the back of the head, so it started like that back then. You know what I'm saying?
I remember because of that, I don't even want to talk about the county jail scene, man. They treated me like because of it. Just say that, you know what I mean?
I remember
The guards, you know what I mean?
I remember half my tail, because I told you half my shit this. I remember the homie cut my shit in the county, my shit up. I'm like, bro. And you're like, bro, that shit, one of them patches came out, mother. I ain't get no damn soup.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, man. But it's part of like, I feel like it's just part of who I am, bro. It's hard to let go of that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
I wish I still had it, man. But I was always I had a conscience because of it, man. Because going to school with my kids and I always
Paint you as something,
always
huh?
hit it with the hat, but they
Oh,
could
yeah.
still see there was a tail, but it didn't. It just looked a little different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You definitely painted and stamped as okay. We know who you are, where you're from with that mother. You know
Because
what I'm
back
saying?
then it was a little bit more too like relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when I look back at it now, I was overlooking it a little too much.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I really overlooked it. I wish I didn't. I wish I wasn't so hard on myself. You know what I mean? About what other people think.
For
You know what I
sure.
mean? Because now I'd be like, I don't really give that much of too much attention to what people think. Like
For
you were
sure.
saying, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Because
you gotta live that way, bro. Otherwise, you're like I said, be a people pleaser.
yeah, you start becoming weak. I mean, like you're supposed to evolve, like you were saying, and if you're still worried about other people saying, you're still weak.
For
you know what I
sure,
mean?
for
Like
sure.
I don't give what you think.
You know what's crazy? And people probably get offended from this, bro. But you know how a lot of street mentality is like, oh, I'm a real you ain't this and that. Well, I feel like when you live so much on other people's opinions, like I gotta look like this to be, this and that. To me, that's the weak man, in my opinion, bro. Like the man that's not afraid to be like, look, because I was like that with the homies. Like, bro, you gonna do what? Bro, y'all tripping, bro. You gonna go do? Well, you stupid,
Yeah,
bro. You
what's the
finna
matter
all
with
you gonna get wrapped up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and go do that stupid motherfucker, crash out. And not to take away, I'm not saying I was a saint. Like I did a lot of dumb shit, but I was always using my head, and I wasn't afraid to speak up. Versus other homies, like, I hope I don't look like a punk. I better hop in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's
That
the
call
way
me-
you put it. I put it in ways that they would understand. But like, you don't like girls? You don't like burritos, homie?
Yeah.
Like you want to go?
to sit with a man all day?
Yeah, come on,
Yeah.
man. Like think a little bit, man. Like there's other ways to do it. And I think the people are respecting the wrong people. Like I don't know. Like I think if somebody's handling their business with their kids and they don't even have a social media page, or if they do a small one, and they're going to work every day, I think that's the man that should get more respect.
For
You
sure,
know what I mean?
bro. For sure. I did. Look, brother. I worked a job, so I wear all different hats, bro. That's why I can't just consider myself like I'm a man of many hats and trades, and that's why I'm so diverse with bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, I worked. I was a steel worker, bro. I was selling dope, brother. I was growing weed. I was rapping. I was trying to do my own little business, bro. Even before that, I do concrete jobs. I've always been, and the working man I would respect, but I knew that there's no way in hell you ever get ahead just working a job. It's
true.
Never. The freedom, bro, I was missing out on my kids, bro. I couldn't take my kids to school. I was missing like, I need to take you can't take, you already got no time. Or I was like, what the f***? And I would do it anyways. I was always getting in trouble and getting fired and shit, you know what I mean? But I just realized you can't have your freedom and you can't have your cake and eat it too when you got a job, when you're working a career, man. You're selling your time to another company, which I respect it. You're doing what you do to feed your family, and most people have. Me per se, I was just too much of a free-spirited thinker, bro. Like, I got to do this weekend. I want to take my kids here, and then, that was been me. So that's what made me want to go, start my own business and do shit.
And I realized that years ago in the dope game, because there's a business aspect of it, and there's a trade in there. If you learn how to do some math, and from 2 + 2 all the way to two grand plus 2 grand, stuff like that, and you'll see, how you got to go out there and talk to people. So you learn if you could do that, then you could do a lot of shit legit.
You can sell dope. You can run a business, bro.
Straight
it's
up.
selling, like I said, it's selling a product, bro. No difference when I was bagging up dope and hitting the block.
The way you bag it up, the way you talk to them, everything matters. They want to call you.
Bro, and then no difference when I would print, 1,000 CDs and I got these boxes of these jewel case CDs and I got to go get rid of them now. They're not going to sell themselves. I got to get up out of here. I've come to city. Like I said, San Jose was one of my main stomping grounds I would come to. It was just my go-to place. After I've been everywhere else, I would end up in San Jose, because this was back in the day. Alum Rock, this whole strip right here was booming. You know what I'm saying? And going to King and Story and then just running into homies and just kicking it out here. It was a good time, bro. Music in the park, you know what I'm saying? And we had to go get rid of these CDs, man. Each one was $10. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? It's you breaking it down, and you had to go hustle and build connections with stores and distributions, and it's a real grind. So I feel like if you could hustle dope, anything, you could make it. You could. I hustle music. You could hustle merch. It's just the same. It's the same formula, bro. Putting out a product and selling it. Cut it.
I know a dude selling hot dogs makes $750 a day.
Yeah. Sound glizzies, crazy, huh?
I'll do it. You know what I mean? If that's my next hat I gotta wear, I'm gonna wear it.
Well, if I gotta go on TikTok and go on live for a few hours and battle some,
you see what I'm saying?
It is what it is. I don't knock no one getting to the bag, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Where people are worried too much what other people might think. That's why they're gonna stay in the same position their whole lives, because they're too worried what someone's gonna think if I do this.
Yeah.
The you worry about that person's opinion for too much? Why are you so giving that person that much respect when they don't even really care about you? They got their own problems going on.
Man, I heard that, man. Hey, you guys heard it right there from Big Tone, man. Don't be afraid to get out there and wear new hats and do different things, man. Whatever you got to do to pay your bills.
Straight the up, man. Hell yeah. One thing real quick, I did say, I did hear, I was out with one of my homeboys. We're out in Tennessee. And shout out my boy Ace out there, man. And we're riding. He a boss, bro. He accomplished a lot of bro. He was like a Marine Infantry division hopping out of. He got like Purple Hearts. He built some huge cannabis businesses out there, bro. But he's like, one thing I stopped saying was, I'm sorry. Like, hey, excuse me, I'm sorry. He's like, why am I apologizing to people? I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I never thought about that. Like I will be very polite and very respectful to people, but I'm not gonna be apologetic to anybody no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Like that, excuse me, that's it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different things with that one. I never been it was never hard for me to apologize if I did something wrong. You know what I mean? But not
that's different when you
not multiple apologies. Excuse me.
Yeah,
like,
that's different when you up and hey, my bad, I apologize.
Know I'm walking through. Move out the way, mother.
That's different. I'm not talking about not having manners, but you know that fear of people like being.
No, I know exactly what you were saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I'm very, very mannerism, bro. I'm very polite, bro. I'm like, excuse me, always open for doors, but I'm gentleman at all costs until they call otherwise. Then I'll be an asshole. You know what I mean?
That's one thing I had to learn too growing up is my manners, but it wasn't my intentions. But people would look at it a different way, so I had to be responsible for the perspective I'm giving to other people. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, oh, it's not what I mean, but that's how they're taking it.
Yeah.
So I got to sit there and channel myself a little different so they don't take it like that.
You a big dude. Like we're big dudes, bro. How tall are you? 6'3", 6'2"?
I'm 6'1".
6'1". Yeah. But you're a big dude. I'm a big dude. We got a different kind of presence. So that alone is intimidating to people. in their mind, and I be sometimes forgetting that. So that alone already for majority of people, not everyone. Some people are like, I don't give a how big he is, you know, they gonna be on that
yeah,
bullshit. But majority of people, when you walk in, you're already gonna come across intimidating. So when you do a certain thing, that's already planted that seed in their mind that you're gonna be like that. You know what I mean? So that's why sometimes when I go to a lot of bougie places now. We go to nice places, and I know we get them looks, but I switch it around. I'm polite as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Show some good manners and be very respectful. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm teaching my younger son, man, because he's the biggest out of all of us. I got 3 boys, and he's even bigger than me. I'm like, being big comes with responsibilities. You got to smile, because they're going to look at you as a threat off the top.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to size you up. These little dudes that are working out, they're going to be like, I'll take that food down.
Straight
You know what I
up.
mean? And now you already got a fight lined up, and you don't even know this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about like when you walk into bars or situations.
When chest start pumping out, they see.
Yeah, that's just that testosterone in men and shit. You know, it's just nature.
Bro, I used
You
to get in
know,
hella fights because of that, bro. Because their chest will pump out, then I'd be like, who the this dude looking at me? It would always go down, bro, because of that dumb shit.
yeah, we don't. Yeah, so we got it kind of bad, man. And like, think about the dudes that are bigger. And you know what I mean? It's like, but yeah, being big comes with some responsibilities, and that was a good point you pointed out, man.
Yeah, and like I said, it all depends on your surroundings, bro. There's times where you pump your chest and you let your presence be known. You know what I mean? There's times where it's like I said, you're walking in an area where you just got to be respectful. There's women, children, you know what I'm saying? In that type of environment, that's where, all right, at work, people are just working, trying to get money. I'm thinking like restaurant establishments, like that, you know what I'm saying?
I learned to throw a smile when I don't like I'm not even happy. I'll still throw a smile just to get them off my back.
Like,
you
what's
know
wrong
what I mean?
with Mystery? What that boy smoking over there, man? You just high as
Yeah, I just want to get them off my back. I'm cool over here. Don't trip on me. You know what I mean? Hey, would you ever remember going to Berkeley to that record store to drop your
Rasputin's?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so that
Balance.
was hard. That was hard work, man, to drive all the way over there and have to.
Bro, that was just one of my accounts, bro. I would hit hella stores, bro. We used to go all the way to the Valley, Hanford, Salinas, bro. Santa Rosa, Ukiah. I had I had a whole book of independent stores I would work with, and I would physically go drive these copies to them, bro. Rasputin's was a bigger account because they would order a lot more, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually, like, they would try to go through, like, Rap Bay or Urban Life, you know what I'm saying? We used to distribute to them, or City Hall, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. That shit was a grind, brother. Sitting out there, like, it was on a special day. Like, you had to go on a Tuesday or a Thursday or some shit at a certain time.
Yeah, you're right,
Sit
a
there with
Tuesday.
your box. Yeah. Like, hey, man.
And wait for this little brother to come out and be like, oh, let me see. All right,
That was
let me buy a
Balance,
couple
man.
of these.
Shout out Balance, man. He
Yeah.
was a good dude working with, man.
That's right, man.
Yeah, that was good old days, bro. Like I said, that's where we come. That's where we come from a different time to appreciate how easy it is now to get on TikTok or get on Instagram and promote a product and pivot to the way it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to evolve and pivot to whatever's happening, bro. Otherwise, you're gonna get left in the dust. You know what I'm saying?
All right. What do you call it? Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Hey, man, I think we had a good
Any
little
game-
conversation.
Any game you want to give before you close it up?
Oh, man, the game just got to be asked a question or something. But, I would say this, brother, just like me and this individual sitting here, bro, we both, got some years on us. We've been around a long time. We got longevity, you know what I mean? And we're a byproduct of our decisions in the past, right? Whether you're good or bad. But, I've lost a lot of people. I'm sure my brother here has lost a lot of people, man. And, there's ways to maneuver in this game and there's ways to fail, man. And I know the temporary looks cool a lot of the times, but sometimes you got to think the long game, man. You know what I mean? And if it is a temporary move, take advantage of it and utilize that for long-term play. You know what I'm saying? Don't crash out just to look cool. Don't crash out because you think it's what's popping. It's gonna get you some love, because you will be forgotten about next year. In 6 months, it's gonna be somebody else, or they're gonna move on without you, man. So do what makes you happy. Get your money, raise your family, and enjoy this short life, man, because the clock is ticking and it's we all have an expiration date, man.
Hey, no, that's a good point. So look, I'm gonna end it like this. Like, I'm 46. How old are you?
42 or 41, about to 40.
Okay, so you're at the age where I'm sure you started thinking about that in your 30s too, where health is not gonna stop for nobody. You know what I'm saying?
No.
When you're in that hospital and they got this thing on you, say, well, I'm sorry, this and this and that. I've seen things happen. I used to work for people where I used to drive them to their dialysis appointments. And I used to be like, one day they'll be here and the next day they're not.
Yeah.
And it's just be like, they're like, oh, don't know, dude, I didn't do nothing wrong. I drank water, I did this, and it just came along out of a sudden. So these are the things that people like us got to worry about as we get older. There's a bigger fight as you get older, and for us to sit here and still chop it up and still be strong and give a positive message, says a lot about each other's character. You know what I mean?
Sure. I like that. I'll touch real quick on that before we wrap it up, just because I didn't speak too much on the health and fitness. It's a big part of my life, bro, because you're right. You got one body, bro. If you realize how intricate your body is, each part, how it works, it's like a car. If you're only given one car your whole life, bro, this is the car you got to have with forever, you would make sure you do your oil changes, get your brakes done. You would take care of that car. You wouldn't just run it to the ground. It'd be a short life on it. Same thing with your body, man. Your heart's pumping. Like, think how each part is working inside you is very delicate, and you're feeding yourself so much bullshit. You're just throwing so much poison in yourself. And I understand. I was young. I'm kicking it. I'm not 1,000% healthy. I still enjoy certain things, but respect your body, because this is all you have to live in, and you don't want to deal with the bullshit when you're doing dialysis and you're sitting there in that up with tubes in your nose, and it could happen to anybody, but try to avoid that at all costs.
You don't get notified until it's too late. So every time you do like a line or something like that, it's chipping away at your heart, and that one last line is going to be the last chip, and your heart falls apart, and you stop.
That check engine light gonna come on, man.
Man, that's reality. Hey, we're out, man.
All right, man. Yeah.